Welcome to Thai News. I'm Đặng Hương. Now headlines of today's news. The celebration of the 31st Vietnamese Teachers' Day. Evaluating the activities of the Fund for Land Development in Nguyen. Spratly and Paracel Islands, the landmark of Vietnamese soul. To celebrate 31 years of Vietnamese Teachers' Day, the 20th of November 2013, on November the 20th, many schools in Thái Nguyên province held a ceremony to commemorate the occasion with several meaningful activities. Leaders of the province, different departments, agencies, and unions had come to join the celebration with the school's teachers and students. Mr. Nguyen, Thái Nguyên Provincial Party Committee Secretary, came to celebrate this special day with the staff members of Thái Nguyên University and simultaneously conferred the titles Full-Fledged Professor, Associate Professor, and PhD for groups and individuals in the year 2013. Mr. Dương Ngọc Long, Deputy Secretary of Provincial Party Committee and Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee, awarded Certificate of Merit to 2 teachers with outstanding achievements in the academic field for the year 2013-2014. In the same premise, Phấn Mễ 2 Secondary School, Phú Lương District, also held a solemn ceremony in celebration of the Vietnamese. Phú Lương District also held a solemn ceremony in celebration of the Vietnamese Teachers' Day, the 20th of November. On this occasion, the school also received prizes and scholarships from the province, departments, and agencies that were presented to the teachers and students. Mr. Nguyen, member of the Provincial Standing Committee and Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee, came to congratulate teachers and students of Thái Nguyên Medical College. In the past year, the school was honored with the First-Class Labor Medal and Certificate of Merit from the Ministry of Education and Training. As a leading preschool with many high achievements in all activities, Thái Nguyên, the 19th of May Preschool, held a meeting to commemorate the many valuable traditions and congratulate the school's teachers on the 31st anniversary. Thái Nguyên, the 13th of May Preschool, held a meeting to commemorate the many valuable traditions and congratulate the school's teachers on the 31st anniversary of Vietnamese Teachers' Day. On November the 18th, Thái Nguyên Provincial People's Committee held a meeting to review the operations of the Fund for Development in Thái Nguyên from January to October of 2013. Mr. Nguyen, member of the Provincial Standing Committee, Vice Chairman of the People's Committee, and Chairman of the Management Board of Thái Nguyên Land Development Fund, chaired the conference. From the beginning of the year, the Fund for Land Development received 35 billion Vietnam đồng in advance from the provincial budget. 15 billion Vietnam đồng of these went for the Management Board of Thái Nguyên Industrial Zones to implement the compensation for families whose lands were affected and ground clearance for smooth transfer to the investors and to Sông Công Town. The fund is to revising the file records for the units. From this moment until the end of the year, the fund continues to improve procedures for the establishment of its supervisory board. However, the fund still struggles due to the shortage of budget. Learning from the models of other provincial funds, the fund proposed the province to assign tasks for the relevant agencies to review and evaluate urban and resident projects to take measures to deal with the inefficient project. To conclude, the Vice Chairman agreed with the proposal of the Fund for Land Development. Also, he ordered other relevant organizations to retrieve the provincial budget that were not properly used so as to pay for clearance of fund management. In the previous program, we viewed the report on the Paracel and Spratly Islands that marked the Vietnam spirit. In today's newsletter, we invite you to go down memory lane to those islands with important milestones in the history that claims the sovereignty of the Paracel and Spratly of Vietnam.
All the traces of the exploration, management and exploitation of Hoàng Sa and Trường Sa Islands by the Vietnamese feudal courts have been recorded in both Vietnamese and foreign historical documents. In the eyes of our ancient people, Hoàng Sa and Trường Sa were considered as one single stretch of land. Ancient maps and texts prepared by Western navigators also show these two archipelagos as one pennant stretch of sand offshore the Vietnamese coasts. The Vietnamese text that described Hoàng Sa and Trường Sa was the Thiên Nam Tứ Chí Lộ Đồ Thư, full map collection of the routes in the south, under the Hồng Búc Atlas prepared by Do Ba in 1686. Do Ba was a native of Big Triệu commune in Thanh Giang district of Nguyen province. He topped the prefectural examinations under the year of Dương Đức of King Lê Gia Tông, 1672. By the time of the Qinghua era, 1680-1705, he took an order from Lord Qing and resigned, disguising as a merchant from Lam River to cross to the coastal region of Thuận Quang, now running from Quảng Bình to Phu Yên provinces, and neighboring countries like Chiêm Thành and Chân Lạp to study the geographical and topographical conditions to develop the national maps and recommend the solutions to conquer the south to Lord Trịnh Cán. The toàn tập Thiên Nam Tứ Chí Lộ Đồ Thư gave a good description of Hoàng Sa and Trường Sa Islands under the name of Golden Sands, as well as the Nguyen Lord's dispatch of ship teams to this area to collect goods, produce of sand foreign vessels here. The book recorded that there is a stretch of golden sand in the middle of the ocean running approximately 400 miles in length and 20 miles in width, occupying a whole region from the Dai Chim river mouth to Saving river mouth. Whenever there is a southwest wind coming in, merchant ships moving along the inside of the lane used to be stuck in here. Those navigating outside the lane got the same problem when the northeast gusts blew in. Most of the crews were found dead because of hunger and left the goods unattended. The Nguyen Lords sent a team of 18 vessels every year to this area by the end of the winter to collect these goods, most of which were gold, coins and ammunition.
Let's take a look at some other news.
On November 18, Havico Commercial Construction Joint Stock Companies announced the detailed planning scheme of Havico Commercial's neighborhood in Dong Quang Wat with the ratio of 1/500. Havico Commercial's neighborhood is a project which concludes public works, commercial service for modern urban with infrastructure system, social infrastructure to meet the needs of the businesses, public utilities services, leisure and sports. The project's total area is nearly 14 hectares. The approximate population is about 1,200 to 1,500 people. Havico Commercial Neighborhood Project is approved by the People's Committee of Thái Nguyên Province. Havico Commercial Construction Joint Stock Companies, in collaboration with Thái Nguyên City's Committee, and the authorities announced the planning scheme and its disseminators widely among the people. On November 18, the Department of Trade and Industry, in collaboration with Thái Nguyên E-Commercial Development Center, E-Commercial Department, Ministry of Industry and Commerce, created websites for Thái Nguyên traditional villages in 2013. Websites of traditional villages of Thái Nguyên province has the ergonomic design, scientific layout, in text, images, and videos to update information, launch products quickly and on time. Other ceremonies, the associations of the traditional villages and 13 other villages of Thái Nguyên has taken the deliveries of websites and domain names, a milestone that marks the growth and success of the traditional villages, contributing to economic and society development of the province.
That ends our program today. Thanks for joining us. Goodbye for now and see you next time.